Today we're going to be reading a poem called What Plants Need by Terrence Wilkins, and it's illustrated by Donald Wu. But before we get started, I wanted to build a little bit of background by talking about the difference between living things and non-living things. Now, living things need water, air, and food to survive or to live. Everything that lives is able to grow and it's able to change, like seeds into plants, babies into kindergartners, those kinds of things. So living things change and they grow, and they need things like water, air, and food to survive. So today's, like I said, is a poem. So remember that poems often use rhyming words. They often have a rhythm to them, also called a meter. And some words may be repeated. So we'll check to see if those things happen in our poem today. Our essential question is, what do plants need to grow? And we will be using the comprehension strategy, making connections. Now, remember, good readers make connections to their own experiences in the details and illustrations of the poem to help them understand it better. They can also make connections between parts of the poem and other stories or poems that they've read in the past. And by noting things, how things are alike or how they're different, helps readers understand what they're reading better. So we'll be using making connections today as we read What Plants Need. Plants need certain things to grow. They are living things, you know. Plants need water, air, and light. They need space to grow just right. Watch your plant grow from a seed. Give your plants just what they need. Now, there it was. It was talking about they are living things, you know, because they need things like water, air, and light. They also need space to grow. And they change because they grow from a seed. So plants are definitely living things. Let's take a look to see our elements of poetry that we talked about. Definitely has rhyming words: grow, know, light, right, seed, need. Now, I don't see any words that keep repeating themselves. I mean, the word plant's definitely in there a couple of times, but it's really not repeating things. But I want you to listen to the poem again and see if you think it has any rhythm or meter to it. Plants need certain things to grow. They are living things, you know. Plants need water, air, and light. They need space to grow just right. Watch your plants grow from a seed. Give your plants just what they need. I think it felt like it had some rhythm to it. When it has rhythm like that, it almost sounds like it could be a song, right? Well, after reading this, I want to make some connections, all right? Remember when we read about what green beans need and that Grandpa told Leah about what the plants needed? So that makes this poem makes me think of that story. So before I go, I wanted to talk to you about just one vocabulary word that's in there today, and that's the word watch.
Watch. To wait and look at carefully. We watch my baby sister. She is learning to walk.
All right, so this kind of watch means to wait and look at carefully. To wait and look at carefully. It's something that you do with your eyes. You watch your plants grow from a seed. You wait and look at it carefully as it grows from a seed. There is another kind of watch, though, right? There's a kind of watch that you wear on your wrist to help you tell time. It's like a clock that you wear. So there are two different kinds of watch, but the watch in this poem means the watching that you do with your eyes. All right, I will be sure to include your discussion starters so that you can talk about what plants need with your big person.